Can I replace some JavaScript code in an existing web application with Rust using WebAssembly? And if so, is it actually a good idea? I explored a similar question in this video where I ran an experiment with .NET and C# to figure it out. In the end I concluded that the drawbacks outweigh the benefits, and it seemed that I would have to take the default road to better front-end code quality, TypeScript. But then I thought, wait a minute. Rust is an equally strong language as C# with a similarly powerful ecosystem, and it claims to be highly efficient. So, could it actually be a better fit? Let's repeat this experiment, this time with Rust, and see how it goes. We use the same code as in the previous experiment, a simple cache implementation. It stores past JSON objects in memory and backs them up in session storage, removing the last recently used item once the cache limit is reached. The cache is used to implement a cache adapter for the Axos Ajax library to cache server responses in the browser transparently for the application logic. We start the experiment by creating a new Rust project. To build a WebAssembly, we make a few adjustments in the cargo configuration file. First, we tell cargo to build a C-compatible dynamic library, which is required to generate WebAssembly from it. Next, we add the following dependencies. WasmBindGen, which generates the JavaScript bindings so that our Rust types and functions can be used from JavaScript. GSSys, which provides access to JavaScript features such as JSString and JSON. And WebSys, which provides access to browser APIs such as session storage and the browser console. Finally, we increase the optimization level to make the resulting WebAssembly smaller. Because we are building a library, we rename the default main RS to libRS. Next, we run rust up to add the WebAssembly compilation target. Finally, we install wasmpack, which builds and packages Rust-generated WebAssemblies. Before making any further modifications, let's compile it once to verify that the initial setup works. With the project structure in place, we can implement the cache logic in Rust. For accessing JavaScript features and browser APIs, we use the crates GSSys and WebSys. Next, we define a Rust struct that holds the cache state, including the cache map, the list of keys, and the cache limit. We then attach methods to this struct to provide the public API, and mark it with the wasmBindGen attribute to expose it to JavaScript. The rest of the implementation closely follows the original JavaScript version, with only minor adjustments for idiomatic Rust code. With this, our Rust WebAssembly is ready to be integrated into the web app. To integrate the WebAssembly, we first update the build scripts in the package.json, so the WebAssembly project is built as part of the process. We use wasmpack, which produces a npm-ready package. It integrates cleanly into the JavaScript toolchain and can be referenced like any other npm package, either by publishing it or by adding it as a local dependency using a link. To make Vite load WebAssemblies correctly, we install these two additional Vite plugins and register them in the configuration. We also exclude our WebAssembly package from optimization so that Vite loads the wasm file directly. With the WebAssembly package integrated, we can now use it in the app. The only change required is to replace the import of the JavaScript cache module with the Rust implementation. The usage of the cache class remains identical to the original JavaScript version. When we launch the web app, we can see that the WebAssembly loads immediately and the cache initializes successfully. Clicking the button multiple times confirms that the cache works exactly as expected. That's it! That's all we need to successfully replace some JavaScript code with Rust. But just like last time, is it worth it? Rust is clearly more type-safe and explicit than JavaScript, resulting in cleaner and more maintainable code. The integration is seamless, no boilerplate code as with C#. We can use the WebAssembly just like any other npm package. And the generated package is only about 50 kilobytes, significantly smaller than the .NET version at 3.5 megabytes. It's still larger than a pure JavaScript version, but well within an acceptable range. Overall, to me this looks like a promising alternative to TypeScript, and a great opportunity to improve my Rust skills. Do you see any drawbacks? Let me know in the comments.